my daughter came back from her first day of high school, she refused to take off her purse for 3 months. Last night, I finally found out the horrifying reason why. She didn't take off the purse to shower. She didn't take it off to sleep, not even when the straps began cutting so deeply into her shoulders that they bled through her shirts. It started the day my daughter Allie came home from her first day of high school. She walked through the door that afternoon and something was different. I figured it was the first day jitters, but then the purse never came off. At dinner that night, she sat down with it still strapped across her chest. Do you want to hang it up? I asked. She shook her head aggressively, trying to get me to stop asking about it. Even when she fell asleep on the couch watching TV that night, the purse was tucked under her arm like a stuffed animal. I told myself it was probably a comfort thing. Kids get attached to weird stuff when they're nervous. A few days later, I noticed the purse was getting dirty. Scuff marks, some kind of stain on the bottom. Let me throw it in the wash for you, I said, my hands already reaching for it. Allie's whole body went stiff. She grabbed the strap and pulled it closer to her chest like I'd just threatened to throw it away. I asked her straight up, honey, what's in there? Her eyes went wide with what looked like fear. Just leave me alone. This isn't coming off. Then she ran to her room and slammed the door so hard the pictures on the wall rattled. Something was wrong. I could feel it, but I had no idea what was hiding in that purse. By the second week, I started smelling something from the bag. It was faint at first. I assumed she'd left an old sandwich in there or maybe some fruit that had gone bad. By week 4, it was this thick, sweet, rotting smell that made my stomach turn. And each morning, I'd see Allie drowning the purse in perfume trying to cover up the smell. Then her grades started slipping. Her teacher emailed me saying Allie wasn't participating anymore. She'd stopped talking to her friends. At lunch, she sat alone in the corner, hunched over, whispering to her purse in a language no one could understand. Enough was enough. No more soft parenting. One night, I woke up around 2 a.m. and heard the back door creak open. But instead of respecting Allie's privacy, I crept outside to spy on her. She was digging with her bare hands, pulling up worms and dropping them into a little plastic container. My skin went cold. I didn't say anything. I just watched her go back inside and disappear into her room. The next evening, I walked past her door and heard her whispering. I pressed my ear against it and heard her say, I know you're hungry. I'll feed you more. I promise. My whole body went numb. She was feeding something. Something alive. Something in that purse. I tried to talk to her about it. I sat her down over our favorite ice cream from DoorDash and said, I'm not mad about the purse. I just need to know what's going on. What's in there? She wouldn't even look at me. She just muttered, you wouldn't understand, and walked away. I noticed how thin she looked, how dark the circles under her eyes had gotten. She flinched every time anyone got near the bag. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to know what was in that purse. So I bought a tiny camera and hid it on her bookshelf while she was at school. That night, I sat in my room and watched the footage on my laptop. Around midnight, Allie sat up in bed and unzipped the purse. She reached inside and started stroking something gently. I leaned closer to the screen, heart racing. Then I saw it. A small, furry thing. It moved. It was a hamster. I let out this huge breath I didn't even know I was holding, but I had to see it for myself. I waited until she was deep asleep that night. Then I tiptoed into her room. The purse was on the bed next to her, the zipper slightly open. My hands were trembling as I reached inside. I felt fur. Cold fur. I pulled the hamster out and nearly screamed. It was dead. Not just dead. Decayed. The body was stiff and shrunken. The fur was matted and falling off in patches. This thing had been dead for weeks. I stumbled backward, trying not to vomit. My daughter had been carrying around a rotting corpse for 3 months. I went back and watched that camera footage from that night again. The hamster moved. I saw it move. So how did it completely decompose so fast? I haven't stopped thinking about it since.